Silas was picked when he wasn't meta into Wazir relatively often, and it was a great matchup.
Yeah.
So for Kwangdong, sometimes on red side you end up with a draft that might not be very cohesive, but you do have a lot of counter lanes, and at least you have prio, and you can try to play through that, and you can try and win early. This one, if you get the late game on even footing, you're still playing it to Silas, Sivir, and Yuumi.
All right. Kwangdong Freaks fans are definitely a little bit louder here this evening.
2 waves in here, so I think it will be kind of tough as soon as somebody hits level 2. But the problem, of course, is that level 1, especially without somebody... Oh, hold up.
That's a flash. Heroic Charge doesn't actually connect there, as Karis is very lucky not to take a turret shot. Does have to flash now to get out of the way of Elm, as On Fleek trying to make his way out as well. Will be able to do so. And of course, he is the paragon of Demacia himself, and so Poppy going to be all right. Going to find Elm here as sort of just cross over from one another. That Heroic Charge could have been differently angled. However, both junglers now just going to hang out in the grass. Farming the minions was concerned. Certainly made me raise an eyebrow or 3. As Keen taking some more needles from Dudu. As I just was never expecting a world where I was thinking that, like, Dudu was deserving of a different team, you know? Like, this guy is amazing. As Keen gets a double Gnar into the wall, Fate comes on over and whiffs the ultimate. On Fleek finds an ulti to completely disengage the situation, and Hammerlife will walk out unscathed. Yeah. As Karis is going to find some chains onto Fate. On Fleek drops down the Rift Arrow that they collected earlier. I'm a bit confused too, as that's a Heroic Charge onto Elm. He's still looking for his way in, as there it is, the Warrior Trickster to come through, and Elm almost just straight up dies. He's going to have to flash to get himself out of that one. Teddy did have a Dawning Shadow, but it was coming in a little bit too late. And the Wukong not very tanky right now.
And, you know, some of that is gone due to the Herald. The plates obviously help a little bit there. But also just due to some decisions from Kwangdong that give up advantages for seemingly no reason. Wondering maybe it was a communication error. Maybe they thought Keen did have the teleport available, or they were expecting someone else to roam. But overall, not the best, because I don't think you can give this team a free ride to the late game. Teleport available as well.
Well, Karis is going to dive forward, picks up an Encore. Absolutely the right choice, as they all throw Encores all the way around the place. The ulti's going to connect from On Fleek, and that actually denies the charm. However, it does give them priority on this dragon that they burst down and then leave the area. Aurelion Sol might be in this game right now on the collar of Yuumi. Have you ever thought of that? I'm sure you haven't. We have a bit of a battle here towards the top side. Keen's going to have to get out of there. Doesn't get stunned by the Heroic Charge, but the Keeper's Verdict will knock him up. No snare from the ulti out of Vista. However, they don't need it. That is going to be a dead Gnar. Really great follow-up, as now Elm trying to get this lockdown. Samdi's in trouble, and he will be taken down. Emperor's Divide is going to be used, though. Elm has no way out, and Karis will lock him down. And this turret in the mid lane, it'll survive as well, because they have no damage, they have no minions, and Dudu will just keep pushing.
The most baffling part of that was the first blood in top. Took 17 minutes with Gwen.
Ocean Yuumi sounds real tough. Although, yeah, Ocean Seraphine, Dudu going to dash forward. There's some needlework. LM, he's just standing still. He does eventually Warrior Trickster, but he's not as much of a trickster as he really wanted to be in that situation. Bought a bit of time, though, so the rest of his team does make it out.
Utilizing the poke that you have. Fate just hit his 200 power spike. Very, very strong right now.
Yeah, well, Dudu, he's just dashing forward. Ellen taking a fair bit of damage. Cyclone comes in. Karis doesn't really find the Encore, but he'll find the chains. Hoyt's going to get taken down as now Keen tries to get out of there, but he just can't. I think the Sand Soldiers just straight up denied him, as Dudu will pick up that kill, and now the Gwen is just chasing them down. Thankfully, there's a Blast Cone to save the Kwangdong Freaks, but they will not be given an opportunity to take down this dragon, and that means that it is soul point now for Hammerlife Esports. As Kwangdong Freaks take some boomerang damage, but they've got a big old shield. Karis gets another Gnar though, and he's still level 15. Doesn't quite have that extra level on the ulti. Sandy taking a bit of damage. Does still have On the Hunt available. We've got flashes across the board as this is Ocean Soul Point. Keeper's Verdict flying through. On Fleek does knock away the Gnar. And now Karis dives in. Hoyt is going to get knocked against the wall. The Dawning Shadow flies forward as it's a defensive cyclone from Elm, and he's still burning down. The Rift Scuttler survived for an extraordinarily long time, as now the Drake is just being forgotten about. Quantum Freaks just kill it.
Neat. Apply. And here we go.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the big battle. All right, that is a whole lot thrown into a Wukong that wasn't real. The needlework coming through as well. On Fleek lost half of his health bar, but I said it was the real battle. It's not the real battle.
Is that just Nash? Oh, they have no ultimates anymore.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, never mind. Hijack's coming back up.
Quantum Freaks not interested in actually flipping for this one, but Karis looking for that back line. In goes Dudu, just dashing around, gets pushed into the rest of the team, tries to go immune as now Karis picks up the Emperor's Divide. Dudu's going to take down the Gnar. Emperor's Divide from the real Azir is fantastic, but Karis also gets a great one. Ellen trying to do battle here. It's a triple kill though for Fate, and Quantum Freaks, they've made this work at the time that we thought Humble Life were going to make their comp work, and they should be able to pick up this Baron. Can they actually break open the base on this push, though? Yeah, is kind of the question.
That damage. Oh.
All right, Keeper's Verdict is going to go completely wide, but the final chapter is beautiful. The Seraphine just gets wiped out, and the rest of the team is going to go the same way. Senna and Azir, the last ones left standing, and Hanwha, I mean, when they hit their abilities, damn, they look good.
Yeah.
There is some surround sound, though. So Hoyt is able to keep his team alive as On Fleek looking for an angle, getting a bit hyphy here on the bottom side. As Teddy possibly caught out of position, he's going to cleanse, he's going to flash, and he is going to make his way out to relative safety. Keen may not be as lucky, though, as the Encore is going to be cleansed there onto On Fleek. I believe Vista had his back on that one. Yep. And so he is going to be all right.
Vista rings the bell, but Quantum Freaks do have a lot of sustain available, and Keen's going to teleport in. Home Alive needs to go now.
Yeah, Karis wrapping around, does find himself an Emperor's Divide, locks down two of them. The Azir and the Seraphine both dead. Quantum Freaks no chance at a team fight now, and it could just be a soul, which is the main thing that we're going to be talking about this game, is a teleport to come through from Karis onto a minion to keep it alive so they can get a push. They're not going to get the soul, Chronicler.
Get it! Come on,
please, send someone back. But instead, they just want to win this game, and you can't really fault them for that one. As Keen and Teddy, it's going to be so difficult for them to stop the push of Hanwha Life Esports. These two minions, though, are going to be necessary. Another wave going to conga line forward. Dudu down to 50%, though, as Karis really wanting to lock down this Gnar ultimate. He pulls Teddy back, and he finishes the job that he'd started. There on that bottom side of the map, Samdi flashing forward. Keen goes golden, but it will just buy him a couple more seconds, as the Nexus will be. And Hanwha Life Esports do manage to take down Quantum Freaks with their amazing draft in Game 1.
And yeah, he did 12k damage. Best believe I still voted for Karis. When you get the flank, even when you...
Wait, you're not a Dudu believer?
No, I mean, I think Dudu had an incredible game as well. I don't love the Galio here specifically because the actual tools that you have for enabling this Galio are pretty lackluster. Even with Ghost, even with Skarner, it makes it pretty hard, I think, for Karis to actually find backline access. So instead, we should look at this Galio as something that it can also provide, which is peel and counter dive. Because if you look at the Quantum comp,
All right, Hanwha fans, I mean, the guy leading the fan chant, certainly you could feel the desperation for the second victory here in summer for this team.
On Fleek's on his way as well.
Yeah, so On Fleek's going to make his way over here. Of course, this is LM trying to force vertical jungling, but On Fleek's going to actually wrap all the way around here. Hoyt's going to spot him out with the first rotation over. And now Vista's going to turn up. Samdi gets on in there as well. There's the flash taunt, as now Hoyt, the only one that's going to be hit by that one. On Fleek does survive, as the Winds of War do a lot of work to the Monkey, but he secures the blue buff and makes his way out. So I guess a win for Quantum Freaks.
disaster overall for Hanwha Life because they lose the buff. They're unable to really get anything done, and it's just, this is like seeing Ari and it's like the only win is Chovy, and that just makes it worse. That makes it sting more, Atlas.
Yeah, so it kind of feels like a 6-0.
Yeah.
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 But looks like the Drake is going to be picked up here by Hanwha Life Esports. Not going to be another Ocean Soul this time around, as we do have access to potentially the best soul of the game. Never mind, we don't.
Not happening.
It's not going to happen. So we actually have one of the more relevant ones.
Outside of the early game, even with the more damage-oriented builds we have seen of Rise, unless he snowballs really hard, still doesn't feel amazing. So late game, there's definitely a chance.
Oh dear, Realm Warp's come up towards his top side, but Fate is a little bit late to the party. That is a dead Gwen and a really easy first blood for Kwangdong Freaks.
And they have Herald as well, so
that was just executed onto him. So now it's a 15 CS lead for the Gnar. A few minions for Dudu to pick up, but now it's a very, very long lane that he has to play against a Gnar that has a bunch of items. On Fleek will trade all of that for a red buff, but that's actually going to get taken here as well by Element Co. As now, here's the flash over. Tidal Wave does manage to lock down a Krug. Nice. Some we're going to back away.
YouTuber.
I do like to do my research.
Yeah.
You know?
Watch a large amount of hours. Teleport comes in.
Yeah, Hook is going to go wide here as Ellen's just going to steal away the Drake. Heroic Entrance is going to come down, but is it going to be enough to save On Fleek? He's trying to get out of there, but it does not work. Fate had the Flux set up, and he's going to be all right as Hanwha Life Esports just trying to limp their way out of here. Teddy did manage to flash through as the Hyper is going to proc. Keen underneath the toe, just the edge of the boomerang, and Keen locks it down. Karis now in position. If Kwangdong Freaks, for some reason, decide to go for a fight here, then maybe there's a chance for Hanwha Life Esports to make this a worthwhile trade. But with that turret falling down, Kwangdong going to be pretty happy.
Yeah, completely fine trade. As, on Fleek.
All right. There's a Cyclone. LM going to throw another one out. Everfrost comes on in there as the depth charge flew through as well. Tidal Wave going to be avoided. Knocks up the Brambleback as Karis is going to have to flash to get himself to safety. Kwangdong Freaks not able to actually find that return kill, but I like the aggression as they did have the Gnar back with the team, and now they're going to be able to push in and grab this outer turret in the mid lane. Man, Kwangdong Freaks look so much better in this game.
There are very little things more depressing than seeing a Skarner, Galio, and Lucian Nami comp just try to get out every time that a fight is happening on the map.
As Hanwha, there's a teleport coming forward. That's a flash Gnar. Double stun, double wallop to come through there as well as On Fleek. Now once again, just trying to run away. Now Fate gets into the back line though. Elm does decoy himself, and Samdi was the target, and Samdi is dead. Dudu way too late to this one as the Aqua Prison is going to stop Hoyts. Further engaged, but Teddy, he's just going to skate on in, and you can see Kwangdong Freaks feeling so much more comfortable. But still.
And as I said, like I think that Kwangdong in this game very clearly is a better team, but it's also
Okay. Will we see an ultimate? The answer's no. Thought maybe you'd just throw it out there.
I mean, there might have been one that we missed because the impact definitely hasn't.
I think we probably would have noticed.
Are we going to get taken down?
All right. Well, let's see whether there's a team fight here first. As Jonas Strong is definitely keeping us a bit anxious. Dash out as now On Fleek. Oh no! He's going to be caught out yet again. He hasn't pressed his R button. He won't be able to. So the Skarner is just going to get picked off, and man, On Fleek's just having a real bad time this game.
So favorite concert?
Probably Arcade Fire.
Oh, they are incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I respect it.
Samdi going to throw through the culling, but it's a back massage, if anything, right now. Yeah, my sister bought me tickets to Arcade Fire.
Very cool.
A few years ago, and
really
it was absolutely fantastic.
No, they're an incredible band. Really good to see live as well.
Yeah. You know, that E in order to surf his way into the middle of a team fight.
We're fighting?
All right.
Fighting?
Keen is set up. Nabar in a great spot here as well as the Baron's going to be taken. Keen now in a decent position to try and get a flank angle as he throws a house at On Fleek. As On Fleek, I mean, he's had a lot thrown at him this game. honestly, as Keen does have flash available. There it is. There's the double Nara into the wall. Wallop's fantastic. Extendo beam for the follow-up damage. The Skarner dies as an afterthought one more time. No impales. He still hasn't. Oh no, Teddy grabs a kill here as well, and this game is over, ladies and gentlemen. A very sad situation for a very sad Scorpion.
Completely demolished. This is a Drake away from a perfect game, Atlas.
Yeah, it's still just that one Ocean Drake.
That would have been the soul in the previous game.
It would have. Well, Dudu, let's see whether he can get himself a kill here as Extendo Beam does so much work. Vista now going to be taken down as well in this game. Like we said, completely wrapped up. 15,000 gold, the lead. Kwangdong Freaks were very angry.
Oh.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, that the on-fleek dash is not great, is it?
No, neither is Karis's. Yeah, mid-jungle 2v2. Early on, going to favor the Ahri and the Lee. The post-6 becomes an entirely different scenario. Yeah, Chani forced to go cleanse as a result. Can't really not go that into the amount of damage that is available. I do think the Kwangdong comp, though, unlike the previous one, is one that can definitely fall apart when faced with enough adversity. There will always be a Teddy 1v9 angle, which is what we look for first time, every single time that we're talking about a Kwangdong comp. Yep.
Here we are under the rift for game number 3, the penultimate game between Humble Life Esports and Kwangdong Freaks.
No need for Chani and Vista to really move past where they are right now. Teddy going to use his Graviton and his Brim to clear the wave. Oh, I say that.
Yeah, dashing forward. There is still some Graviton there onto Vista as Teddy flashes the bubble. In goes Elm. Doesn't find it. Doesn't even look for the flash. I was actually thinking that he might go for the mid-Vault Breaker flash, which I'm pretty sure you can do. Didn't decide to go for it. Okay, bubble. Going to allow Vista to clear out that ward very comfortably. Once again, Elm in the area, however, not actually positioned to be over the wall aggressively or anything like that. Has made it to level 7.
Willer's kick.
Yeah.
I get a kill here. Herald as well.
See whether they actually go for the dive first or whether it is just going to be a casual Herald play. Loyalty programs at least lands, I believe, onto Willa. You won't see it. Graviton does come through. Teddy gets connected and Willa just kicks him back. Teddy will be bailed out for the moment, but not able to actually get the kill. Humble Life Esports on the board in a big way. First blood, don't even need the Rift Herald. They can use that elsewhere if they want to.
Very easily, defensively, into the web as he was almost backing.
Very clean.
앞에. 천천히 빼. 나이스. 빼봐. 우리 바이리 삼을 수 있다. 빼봐 이거.
Oh, they do. Okay, well, kills are even as we hop back to live. In cross map, leaving a bit to be desired here by Kwangdong Freaks. As yep, Karis secures this turret. Another minion wave going to pile on forward. And yeah, Keen uses Shirley in order to grab this. Oh, can they get the kill on Adudu as well? Frozen Tomb comes on in. Keen setting up the needlework. And there is a bit of a stunt, but that is only going to delay the inevitable as the Jax overextends. Teleport immediately comes out from Fate as well. His work there had been completed. And he is able to at least pick up the remaining minions that were knocking on his inner turret.
Yeah, you have to. You got to pull the trigger.
All right,
there
yeah, well, they do. Teddy taken down to half health. Karis now trying to dash out of there. The hostile takeover goes wide, as does the tidal wave. Both of them, like ships in the night, sailing majestically by. Keen dashes out of the way of the queue. Willa unable to find his way in. Few R buttons now down, but that one isn't. The Frozen Tomb's going to lock up Willa. Elm now going to be able to throw out the ultimate as well as he gets bailed out. Dudu going to get taken, and now Teddy is just flashing in. Vista is fish food. And Humble Life Esports now only have Karis and Chani to defend this outer turret. See whether it is going to work out. I've heard the saying about if at first you don't succeed. As Fate is going to Hex Tech Gate over. Frozen Tomb back off cooldown again. We have taken a little bit of time getting back into fighting positions between these teams. Teddy has some great long-range guns right here as Keen just standing on the edge of his mist. And that means that this Drake is going to deny Soul Point from Humble Life Esports.
Alan. And all
right, Karis looking for the angle. Oh, the Assault and Battery going to deny the charm, but there is the kick flash. Ellen able to make it out to relative safety, but the bailout not going to be successful this time around. Teddy, does he have the crescendo damage? The answer is no, as that's a double kill for Johnny. And Humble Life Esports get one back. Keen just straight up not there, but he will still be able to push this Baron towards an inner turret.
Where has Wheeler been all split?
I don't know. It does. Or forcing you to vote for death.
Yeah.
Which I haven't been able to do so much recently. I did definitely try to do it a lot. As Quantum Freaks have started off this Baron. Willa, can you be the hero that Humble Life needs? Well, Fate says no, as he's just dead. Assault and Battery going to come through to seal the deal, as now Keen is really immune. Okay, the Everfrost going to deny any further follow-up, but Quantum Freaks get back to work on this Baron. And Fate is once again here. He still has Ring of Frost. He can still be a threat. As now Hanwha, they know that they just can't give up another Baron, but they are still, they're struggling because this is so bad for them. They can't go in. They can't not go in. Oh, Karis looking for a flank. There is the Tidal Wave. It connects onto Teddy. The charm's there as well. Orbit Deception. He lands everything, but the rest of the team aren't there. And Keen is going to be able to finish it off in the end. Another one bites the dust on the side of Humble Life Esports. Hoyt gets himself out of the area with a flash. Fate does go golden, but it's after the damage comes in. Another Moonlight Vigil goes entirely wide, but the Baron is still secured. The flash forward from Fate, who gets himself another ulti in the fight. It's very extended. Johnny dashing forward. Keen dashes away. And Quantum Freaks, I think the heist has been completed, ladies and gentlemen. Teddy diving on in there. He always wants more, does Teddy, in these fights, for better or for worse. Kwandong in the end will just back away.
Keep threatening.
Look at how dark it is.
Oh, yeah.
They have absolutely no options. They can't go for a reset either, as in goes Elam. He just looks for the fight now, as Fate is going to get knocked up. Does manage to self-ult in the end, as Dudu's down extraordinarily low, and the wallet's just that little bit too heavy. Teddy finds himself a Calibrum Q, but it's Hoyt. Oh, that handshake was so close. Keen now snipping forward, and does manage to deny the Orbit Deception. Vista knew that he was dead, so he may as well go down fighting, as Elam finds a Vault Breaker over the wall. The charm goes wide. Keen looking for another one. Willa, Safeguard, gets himself into the brush. Is this needlework? You know, could be better. But that's all right. Manages to snip him in the end as Fate gets the flank angle, and that is going to be the ace here. And I think Kwandong Freaks can just continue moving up. Willa, that was very cute. But it is too little, and it is too late. There's, like, we're getting towards attack move territory here.
Oh, yeah.
And that turret, not long for the world. LM not going to press the R button, as in goes Karis. Immediately they turn, and he just explodes, loses the majority of his health bar before anything can happen. I think it was his teammate that took him down in the end, but Teddy picks up the double kill. The second inhibitor will fall, and Kwandong Freaks, once again, it's the reverse sweep. But this time around, the last two games, not close in the slightest. LM, he's going to get bailed out for a few moments, wants to kill the Nexus a little bit faster, but he did even have his GA available, as Teddy's just going to take an adventure onto the fountain as the Nexus will go down. And he does do the most damage in the game, but only by 500 in comparison to his top laner, Chani as well, getting a fair few shots weaved in there. But honestly,
thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the PFG interview translation, joined by Fate Keen from Kwangdong Freaks. Congratulations on the comeback victory, guys. You guys are now having higher chances of making it into playoffs. How do you feel? The match was so hard, it was really difficult, but I'm so relieved that we got a win. Fate, in the prior interview, you mentioned that this is a must-win match for Kwangdong Freaks. It was a very hard-fought win, but I'm so glad that we were able to get this win in the end. Let's get back to game number 1. You guys actually let Yuumi through a very high win rate champion and decided to play Senna Seraphine into that Yuumi. Well, in scrims and other kind of process, we had many different kind of situations, and we figured that at some point, Senna Seraphim is really good. However, we were not able to pull it off correctly, and the outcome was not ideal. However, game number 2 was so different. It was so close to a perfect game record. So what did you guys focus on after losing the first game? We had a lot of feedbacks about our misplays. And also, because we were planning to play on the other side of the rift, we wanted to switch up the the matchup in lanes and draftings. And Keen, I have a lot of questions about Gwen-Nar matchup. You are so good at both sides, but whenever you get to play Nar, you bully Gwen, but on the other side, you actually, when you're playing Gwen, you actually bet Nar. So those two picks are so strong right now, but so I think it's all about the difference of the late game. Nar is so strong in the side lane, the later phase, but Gwen is more about once you get ahead early, you actually group up and go for fights. So in game number 2, your outplay on Nar was so on point. So let's take a look at this replay. Your chase with the Mininar was so fierce. You got a kill in the end with a flash. Tell me about it. I knew that major cooldowns were down on the side of the opponent, so I wanted to go in a little bit further for kills, and somehow that landed and I got the kill. In game 3, Jax was the key champion of the opponent's comp, and you guys did a great job of actually bullying that Jax on the top lane. How do you guys kind of plan to play against that Jax pick? Well, after the patch, I haven't really played a lot of Jax-Gwen matchup, but Fate, did a lot of job roaming towards top, so we were able to have a great, easy game. Well, we were playing Lissandra and Vi, so I really wanted to get the prio early. So I was looking for a lot of 2v2, but I didn't get many chances. So I decided to just rotate towards other lanes to get some kind of points or kills, and I got some kills on the top lane, which was really good. I think it depends about the shot calls, Sometimes when I see the angle, I make the call. Sometimes it's the laners that asking for roams. But that time around, it was my call to rotate toward top. And Lissandra's ult was so kind of important in every team fight in that game. How do you rate Lissandra right now in the meta? I think this is really more about, role player, This is more about, adding more power to your comp, because she's really good at having a lot of fights, and that's definitely one of her strengths. And Kwangdong Freaks, your next opponent will be the first place team Genji. What are you expecting from that series? I think Genji is doing great these days. However, we're on a 2-match winning streak, so I hope we can keep the ball rolling and get another win. I think Genji is a very strong team, especially Chovy on the mid lane. My lane opponent is really strong, but I hope we can, get through this and secure a victory, hopefully. And this will be the end of the interview from the solo laners of Kwangdong Freaks, and back to the carpet space. Thank you.